Assalamu alaikum, my name is Berak Hussain, the Muslim Counsellor. Bullying, what is that? Bullying happens when one person coerces or intimidates or causes harm to another person. This harm could be both physical, mental, or emotional. So we see this happens in the workplace, in academia, at home, online as in cyberbullying, as well as on the playground with children. Starts very young and there's no age limit to it. I want to specifically look at bullying against women in the Muslim community, specifically in religious institutions, as well as centers and mosques. So this is something that does happen. Unfortunately, something we witness and we don't really talk about, especially when we're dealing with authority figures, such as scholars, such as presidents of centers, or lecturers, or other people in power. It also happens when women are in power or when men in power. The repercussions of that are really harmful to the person who's being bullied. So for example, when it comes to unequal pay, a female speaker or presenter may not be paid the same way as a male speaker or presenter. This, first of all, is a lack of respect towards this person of knowledge who has experience as well as spent so much time and effort and struggle to attain this knowledge and present it and share it to her fellow brothers and Muslims. And she's not being respected for that, not deemed to have the same worth, so to speak. So what can we do about bullying, especially those who have been bullied? Well, the first thing we could do is provide a safe space for that person to talk about what happened to them with no judgment, validating their experience, letting them speak of their emotions and how it's triggered them. We see often from these stories that I hear that their trauma is constantly triggered when they're seeing the person in a position of authority, in a position of power, and constantly re-triggering that trauma. So when this happens, again, providing that safe space in the counseling process will allow that person to work through these difficulties. I see often that a lot of people deal with depression and anxiety, including having suicidal thoughts, and we've seen the results of that as the power and the negative impact of bullying can lead people to actually taking their lives, as we've seen, including in cyberbullying. So by providing this safe space and encouraging counseling and support and love, this can really help somebody go from feeling suicidal to empowering themselves, building their self-esteem again, and standing up to the person who is causing that bullying. This is a form of justice to the injustice, standing up to this injustice. And this is something that we are responsible for in our community as a whole, especially in our Muslim community, where we live in that motto, standing up against injustice. Bullying is a form of tyranny. It is a form of injustice, and we need to stop that, work together, provide support and love, and empower those who are being bullied and not enable those who are in the power, in the position of authority, and who are the bullies. Assalamu alaikum.